Good afternoon, everyone. Here's to you, veterans. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you hear that every day, not just today, but especially today because today is about you. And maybe you like it that way and maybe you don't. But I don't think that thank you is enough. It's just the sacrifices that you and your family gave so that we could all vote and drink and drive and all of our freedoms that we love so much is because of you. So thank you. So we are going to celebrate you today and sing lots of patriotic songs, and hopefully you hear your service song. So we'll start off with My Country 'Tis of Thee. My country 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside, let freedom ring. My country 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside, let freedom ring. Let freedom ring. Thank you, veterans. This is a poem that I found by a gentleman named Jamie Bador. It says, "Thank you, veterans of the red, white, and blue, our heroes who defend America. We proudly salute you. You are the rock and foundation, the reason America is a proud and free nation. Thank you, veterans, for answering your country's call. America owes you your gift of freedom to us all. Thank you, veterans, for putting your life on hold so another can be born and we have a chance to grow old. Thank you, veterans, for sacrificing your life to guarantee our freedoms so that we can live in liberty. You are America's voice. Because of you, we have the option to make a choice. Thank you, veterans, for being brave and taking a stand, keeping us safe here on our homeland. You make all the difference for the world to see that you paid the price for our freedom that isn't free. Thank you, veterans, for all you've done. Your duty, honor, and commitment is how freedom is won. You are the proud, the brave, and the few, not just today, but every day. America salutes you." Thank you. Thank you. Have I said that already? All right, we're going to go through and do the Army song first. The Army song, the original version of this song was titled As the Caissons Go Rolling Along. Lyrics are different from those in the present official version. The United States Navy, Marine Corps, Air Force, and Coast Guard has adopted official songs, and the Army was eager to find one of its own. They conducted a contest in 1948 to find an official song, but no entry received much popular support. In 1952, Secretary of the Army Frank Pace asked the music industries to submit songs and received more than 800 submissions. The Army's Always There by Sans stepped one, and an Army band performed it at President Dwight D. Eisenhower's inaugural parade on January 20th, 1953. However, many thought the tune was too similar to I've Got a Lovely Bunch of Coconuts. So the Army decided to keep much of the melody from the U.S. Field Artillery March, but with new lyrics. Harold Arberg was a music advisor to the adjutant general. He submitted the lyrics, which were accepted. Secretary of the Army Wilbur Marion Brucker dedicated the music on Veterans Day, November 11th, 1956. All right. Over hill, over dale, as we hit the dusty trail and the caissons go rolling along. In and out, hear them shout, counter march and ride about, and the caissons go rolling along. Then it's hi, hi, he in the field artillery. Shout out your numbers loud and strong. For wherever you go, you will always know that the caissons go rolling along. In the storm, in the night, action left or action right, see those caissons go rolling along. Limber front, limber rear, prepare to mount your cannoneer, the caissons go rolling along. Then it's hi, hi, he in the field artillery. Shout out your numbers loud and strong. For wherever you go, you will always know that the caissons go rolling along. As the caissons go rolling along. All right, here is the Army version of Caissons Go Rolling Along. Whoops, let me make sure I get the right chords in here, otherwise it'll sound really bad. Really bad. First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might, and the army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the army goes rolling along. Then it's hi, hi, hey, the army's on its way. Count up the cannons loud and strong. For wherever we go, you will always know that the army goes rolling along. First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might, and the army goes rolling along. Proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won, and the army goes rolling along. Then it's hi, hi, hey, the army's on its way. Count on the cadence loud and strong. For wherever you go, you will always know that the army goes rolling along. That the army goes rolling along. All right, Army. Thank you. Marine Corps hymn. While the lyrics are said to date from the 19th century, no pre-20th century text is known. The author of the lyrics is likewise unknown. Legend has it that a Marine on duty in Mexico penned the hymn. The unknown author transposed the phrases in the motto on the colors so that the first two lines of the hymn would read, "From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli," favoring euphony over chronology. This magic is from, this music is from the Gendarmes Duet, from the revision of the 1867 of the Jacques Offenbach opera, which debuted in Paris in 1859. Correspondence between Colonel Albert McLemore and Walter F. Smith, the second leader of the United States Marine Band, traces the tune. Major Rich Wallach, USMC, says that in 1878, when he was in Paris, France, the aria to which the Marines' hymn is now sung was a very popular one. The name of the opera and a part of the chorus were secured from Major Wallach and forwarded to Mr. Smith, who replied, "Major Wallach is to be congratulated upon a wonderfully accurate musical memory, for the aria of the Marine hymn is certainly to be found in the opera Genevieve de Brabant. The melody is not in the exact form of the Marine hymn, but is undoubtedly the aria from which it was taken. I am informed, however, by one of the members of the band, who has a Spanish wife, that the aria was one familiar to her childhood, and it may therefore be a Spanish folk song." John Philip Sousa once wrote, "The melody of the Halls of Montezuma is taken from the Offenbach's comic opera, Genevieve de Brabant, and is sung by two gendarmes." So, without further ado, the Marines hymn. From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, we We fight our country's battles in the air, on land and sea. First to fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of United States Marines. From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, we fight our country's battles in the air, on land and sea. First to fight for right and freedom, and to keep our honor clean. We are proud to claim the title of United States Marine. The Navy Anchors Aweigh is the fight song of the United States Naval Academy and the march song of the U.S. Navy. It was composed in 1906 by Charles A. Zimmerman with lyrics by Alfred Hart Miles. When he composed Anchors Aweigh, Zimmerman was a lieutenant and had been bandmaster of the U.S. Naval Academy since 1887. Miles was a midshipman, first class, at the Academy in the class of 1907, and had asked Zimmerman to assist him in composing a song for that class, to be used as a football march. Another Academy midshipman, Royal Lovell, class of 1926, later wrote what would be adopted into the song as its third verse. Anchors Aweigh. Anchors aweigh, my boys, anchors aweigh. Farewell to foreign shores we sail at break of day. Through our last night on shore, drink to the full, until we meet once more. Here's wishing you a happy voyage home. Anchors aweigh, my boys, anchors aweigh. Farewell to foreign shores, we'll sail at break of day. Through our last night on shore, drink to the full, until we meet once more. Here's wishing you a happy voyage home. The Air Force, Wild Blue Yonder. In 1937, Assistant Chief of the Air Corps, Brigadier General Henry H. Arnold, persuaded the Chief of the Air Corps, Major General Oscar Westover, that the Air Corps needed an official song reflecting their unique identity in the same manner as the other military services, and proposed a song competition with the prize to the winner. However, the Air Corps did not control its budget and could not give a prize. In April 1938, Bernard A. McFadden, publisher of Liberty magazine, stepped in, offering a prize of $1,000 to the winning composer, stipulating that the song must be of simple harmonic structure within the limits of an untrained voice, and its beat in march tempo of military pattern. Over 700 compositions were received and evaluated by a volunteer committee of senior Air Corps wives with musical backgrounds and chaired by Mildred Yount, the wife of Brigadier General Barton K. Yount. The committee had until July 1939 to make a final choice. However, word eventually spread that the committees did not find any songs that satisfied them, despite the great number of entries. Arnold, who became Chief of the Air Corps in 1938 after Westover was killed in a plane crash, solicited direct inquiries from the professional composers and commercial publishers, including Meredith Willson and Irving Berlin. But not even Berlin's creation proved satisfactory, although it was used as the title music to the 1943 play Winged Victory by Moss Hart. 2 days before the deadline, music instructor Robert Crawford, a rejected World War I Air Service pilot and professional musician billed as the flying baritone, personally delivered a sound recording of his entry, which proved to be a unanimous winner. Excuse me. Okay, here is Air Force. Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, zooming to meet our thunder. Adam boys, give her the gun. Down we dive, spotting our flame from under. Off with one hell of a roar. We live in flame, go down in flame. Nothing can stop us, the U.S. Air Force. Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come, swimming to meet our thunder. Adam boys, give her the gun. Down we dive, spouting our flame from under. Off with one hell of a roar. We live in flame, or go down in flame. Nothing can stop us, the U.S. Air Force. Coast Guard, Semper Paratus. The Semper Paratus is the title of the song and is also the U.S. Coast Guard's official motto. The precise origin of the phrase is obscure, although the U.S. Coast Guard's Historian's Office notes that the first use was used in the New Orleans Bee newspaper in 1836 in reference to the actions of the U.S. Revenue Cutter Service during the Ingram Incident. The original lyrics were written by Captain Francis Saltus Van Voskirk in 1922 at the cabin of USCGC Yamacraw in Savannah, Georgia. He wrote the music in 1927 on a beat-up old piano in Alaska. Here's the Coast Guard. Aztec shore to Arctic zone to Europe and Far East. The flag is carried by our ships in times of war and peace. Never have we struck it yet in spite of form and might, who cheered our crews and cheered again for showing how to fight. So here's the Coast Guard marching song we sing on land or sea. Through surf and storm and howling gay, high shall our purpose be. Semper Paratus is our guide, our fame and glory too. To fight, to save, or fight and die, aye, Coast Guard, we are for you. From Aztec shore to Arctic zone to Europe and Far East, the flag is carried by our ships in times of war and peace. Never have we struck it yet in spite of form and might, who cheered our crews and cheered again for showing how to fight. So here's the Coast Guard marching song we sing on land or sea. Through surf and storm and howling gale, high shall our purpose be. Semper Paratus is our guide, our fame and glory too. To fight, to save, or fight and die, aye, Coast Guard, we are for you. That is the one that I was the most unfamiliar with. All right, here's another thank you. Quietly and humbly, I bring this small token, a little flag, not very expensive nor very tall, but for the many who live and those who were broken. A little flag which to them was worth their all. A price so high, but one that must be paid. By the few who understood the harsh demands, our military men and women who have stayed on their post and held our future in their hands. Today I think on them, humbly in my safe home. Where would I be? What would I have been if those quiet heroes had not gone? A world away where they send me a gift. Freedom. Freedom they have given to me. They have gone and suffered on my behalf, to protect me from horrors I hope not to see. On this day I thank them as I look up the staff. At the flag they held so dear, I feel so small in comparison to them, the armed services who are always here, in my heart, filled with love to the brim. Thank you to the men and women of the past and present. You are truly my heroes. And that is a poem by James Darnell. All right. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of gray, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for pilgrims' feet who stern in passion stress, a thoroughfare of freedom beat across the wilderness. America, America, God meant by every foe. Confirm thy soul in self-control, thy liberty in love. Oh, beautiful for heroes' proof in liberating strife, who more than self their country loved, and mercy more than life. America, America, may God thy gold refine, till all success be nobleness, and every gain divine. Oh, beautiful for patriotry that sees beyond my years, thine alabaster cities gleam, undimmed by human tears. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of gray, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed his grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. To all who have served our country, the good old USA, and served in the armed forces, both near and far away, and those who are now serving to keep our country free, we thank you more than words can say for our sweet liberty. We know it's been a struggle and great sacrifice too, to be away from those who love, and also who love you. To keep America free from those who want to here enslave the good people of America, and many now lie in the grave, who've given their last measure to keep America free, and many suffer hardships from sea to shining sea, who are wounded in the battles of the present and the past, and some of them are homeless and feeling outcast. We owe a debt of gratitude to each and every one who served our country faithfully for victories they've won against America's enemies who would enslave us here and rob us of our freedom, which to our hearts is dear. May God bless America, the land of the free, and bless the armed forces wherever they may be. And may we honor all who served the cause of freedom too, who love this land, America, and are red, white, and blue. That is a poem by James H. Lee, Jr. And to end today, I thought it would be appropriate to sing Let There Be Peace on Earth. Hope we can only pray and wish that there will be peace on earth. So nobody has to sacrifice anymore. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as our Father, brothers all are we. Let me walk with my brother in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my song of vow. To take each moment, live each moment with peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Amen. So veterans, families, partners, I hope you feel honored today. I hope you feel appreciated. And I personally thank you. So enjoy your special day, and thank you again. Be well.